everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in GK Today's Academy Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in Academy Android application. So in this app course you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document and also category wise revision ebooks which are optimized for reading on your mobile itself. Apart from it, you are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. Please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay, so now without wasting any further time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 30th of October 2021. Starting with very first question, which country has reported hundreds of cases of infection caused by the bacteria Salmonella? So over 650 cases of infection caused by the bacteria Salmonella have been reported in USA, and the outbreak is suspected to have been caused by contaminated onions. Although there were no fatalities, but over 100 patients were hospitalized, and as of now the infections have been linked to whole fresh onions imported from Mexico in July and August month. Now apart from it, the USA has recently released first ever National Intelligence Estimate on climate, and as per this report, India has been categorized as country of concern along with 10 other countries, and these countries are Afghanistan, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Iraq, Pakistan, Nicaragua, Colombia, Myanmar and North Korea. Okay. Now apart from it, Pablo Escobar cocaine hippos became the first non-human creatures to be legally considered people by USA courts. So this has been announced as a measure to save these hippos from being vanished, and there have been proposals in Colombia to kill these hippos since 2009, citing that they are invasive species and because they compete with local wildlife for food and pollute local waterways with their faces. But now the important thing is USA has legally recognized these type of hippos as people. Then apart from it, doctors at healthcare in New York have successfully temporarily transplanted pig's kidney onto a human, and it is considered as a significant step towards animal to human organ transplants, and this process is called xenotransplantations. Fine. Question number 2. What is the name of the storm that has swept across Poland, Germany, France and the Netherlands? So storm Aurora swept across parts of northern Europe, leaving 4 dead in Poland and causing severe damage in Germany. So obviously power disruption were observed across northern Europe during this storm, and several houses and properties were destroyed severely. Okay. Now apart from it, in the previous lecture we have seen that the tropical storm Kompasu has hit the Philippines recently, and it triggered landslides and flash floods when it crossed the northern tip of Asia Pacific. Also recently in this month itself, cyclone Shaheen hit Oman, and it was an offspring of cyclone Gulab. And which part of India did cyclone Gulab hit? It hit our northern Andhra Pradesh and adjoining Odisha coast along with some other parts. Now which is the first cyclonic storm of 2021? It was cyclone Taukte, and it originated from Arabian Sea and hit southern Gujarat. Further, it was classified as VSCS, means very severe cyclonic storm. Then there was cyclone Yas. It was formed in Bay of Bengal and hit West Bengal and adjoining Odisha coast, and the name Yas has been given by the country Oman. Can you tell me, cyclone Gulab, this name has been given by which country? Please write in the comments. Then cyclone Nisarg was in news and it was second pre-monsoon cyclone that emerged from Arabian Sea, and it hit basically Mumbai. And the cyclone was Cyclone Amphan. It was the powerful tropical cyclone that hit the Indian states of Odisha and West Bengal. Fine. So these are some of the important recent cyclones. Question number 3. Which city is the host of the International Film Festival of India, that is IFFI 2021? So the 52nd edition of International Film Festival of India is set to be held in Goa from 20th of November to 28th of November. And the Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Anurag Thakur, has announced that Hollywood veteran Martin Scorsese and celebrated Hungarian filmmaker Steven Szabo will be honored with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award at this year's film festival. Also, this event has invited major OTT players to participate in this particular festival. Okay. Now, apart from it, Goa has been complimented for achieving ODF, that is Open Defecation Free status, and connecting every household with electricity. So Mr. Anurag Thakur has congratulated Goa for this achievement. Also, he highlighted that Goa provided tap water to every household under Har Ghar Jal Mission, and it has become the first state to achieve this. Also, Goa has achieved 100% target in providing free ration to the poor and needy, as well as 100% first dose COVID vaccination. Okay. Now, apart from it, the Ministry of Power has recently announced new rules to sustain economic viability of the sector and to promote clean energy under Electricity Act 2003. Now it includes electricity, timely recovery of cost due to change in law rules 2021, and the other rule is electricity, promotion of generation from renewable sources of energy by addressing must run and other matters rules 2021. Also, it aims to ensure timely recovery of cost involved in electricity generation. Okay. Question number 4. Which institution released the Global Threat Assessment Report 2021? So, We Protect Global Alliance, which is a global movement, has released the Global Threat Assessment Report 2021, and as per this particular report, COVID-19 contributed to a significant spike in child sexual exploitation and abuse online. And this alliance is a global movement of more than 200 governments, private sector companies, and civil society organizations. So basically, it aims to transform the global response to child sexual exploitation and abuse online. Now, apart from it, UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Programme, has released 2021 Production Gap Report, and as per this, government plans to produce more than double the amount of fossil fuels in 2030 than the consistent level to limit the global warming by 1.5 degrees Celsius. Now, apart from it, India has been ranked at 40th out of 43 pension systems across the world in 2021 Mercer CFS Global Pension Index survey. Also, India has been ranked at 71 in 10th edition of Global Food Security Index that has been published recently. And India has been ranked at 101 position in Global Hunger Index. Okay. Question number 5. Which country has passed a new education law to balance between academics, rest and physical education? So China has passed a new education law to reduce students' homework and off-school tutoring. So basically, it aims to strike a balance between academics, rest and physical education. Actually, China has been making large efforts to exercise strict controls over the citizens' personal and social lives. So that's why there have been several legislations to limit the time kids and youth spend on playing video games. Now, apart from it, India has become the top source of China rice imports during January to August this year. as the shipments during the month of August itself accounted for 45% of the total imports, and Indian rice make up nearly 23% of total imports by China during January to August this year. Now apart from it, China has recently launched a 3-person crew for a mission of 6 months on board Shenzhou 13 spaceship to its space station on 16th of October. And the crew is planned to set up a new record for the time spent in space by the Chinese astronauts as China moves for completing the orbiting structure. Now can you tell me the naval forces of which countries have commenced Naval Interaction 2021 joint military exercise that aims to enhance their capability and skills to jointly deal with maritime security threats? Please write in the comments. Question number 6. What is the name of the HEAT, that is High Speed Expendable Aerial Target, flight tested today by DRDO? This is Abhyas, which was successfully flight tested by Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO, and the vehicle was tested from the Integrated Test Range, Chandipur, off the coast of Bay of Bengal in Odisha. So now it can be used as an aerial target to evaluate various missile systems, and Abhyas is designed and developed by DRDO's ADE, that is Aeronautical Development Establishment, Bangalore. Now apart from it, Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, is working on technologies in order to develop renewable GSLV Mk3 launch vehicle. Why? To obviously utilize money and energy both. Now apart from it, NASA is set to send its first spacecraft to study Jupiter's asteroid named as Trojan, and this spacecraft will be launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, Florida. And this particular spacecraft has been named as Lucy, which will be launched with the objective of investigating the group of rocky bodies that are circling the Sun in 2 swamps, one preceding Jupiter and the other trailing behind it. Fine. Question number 7. What is the minimum capital proposed by the RBI for 4 all India financial institutions? So the RBI has proposed minimum 11.5% capital for the 4 AIFI, and the minimum total capital is proposed at 9% along with minimum capital buffer at 2.5%. So this proposal has been made in line with Basel III framework to raise their financial strength in periods of stress. Also, the new capital norms would be applicable to Exim Bank, NABARD, NHB and SIDBI from the next fiscal year. Now apart from it, RBI has recently imposed monetary penalty of 1 crore rupees on Paytm Payments Bank. Why? For submitting the information that did not reflect the factual position. Also, it imposed a penalty of 27.78 lakh rupees on Western Union Financial Services for non-compliance with MTSS directions, that is Money Transfer Service Scheme directions. Then apart from it, in the previous lecture we have seen that HDFC Bank, MasterCard and USAID have committed a sum of $100 million credit facility for small business in India. So now this will aim to expand lending to small businesses that need financing to maintain and grow their operations. Question number 8. Entrepreneurs from which Indian state have been chosen as winners in the Zero Waste Cities Challenge by Waste Aid? So 2 entrepreneurs from Shri Guru Plastic and Inside Out, Guwahati, have been chosen as winners Zero Waste Cities Challenge. It was launched by Waste Aid, which is a United Kingdom based non-profit organization, and it seeks to find entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas that can help reduce or recycle waste and create green employment. So Guwahati was among the 3 cities selected for the challenge, and the 2 winners were honored for their work on promoting circular economy and reducing plastic usage. Correct answer is option number B. Now apart from it, in the previous lecture we have seen that IUCN has alerted Assam government on the threats faced by Bengal florican. And as per IUCN, development activities and state government's plan to set up a university at Seed Farm near Manas National Park in Assam has posed a threat to the Bengal florican. Assam Fisheries Ministry has recently launched an application which is the India's first e-fish market app named as Fish Wale, and the app has been developed by Aqua Blue Global Aquaculture Solutions in collaboration with the State Fisheries Department. And now this application will help both buyers and sellers to place order and sell the fishes online. Also in the previous lecture we have seen that NABARD has recently entered into a Memorandum of Understanding with Assam government for facilitation of 13,200 crore rupees for a period of 3 years. Question number 9. Kuzangal, announced as India's official entry for 94th Academy Awards, is a movie made in which language? So this is Tamil movie directed by filmmaker Vinod Raj PS, and it has been selected as India's official entry for the 94th Academy Awards. Earlier this movie had won the top honor, the Tiger Award for Best Film at the 50th International Film Festival that was held at Rotterdam. And this movie actually follows an alcoholic husband who sets out with his young son to find his wife and bring her back. Okay. Now talking about some of the important awards. First of all, Alexei Navalny has recently won European Union's Sakharov Prize. Then Kung Fu Nuns has won UNESCO's Martial Arts Foundation Prize. Then Dr. Randeep Guleria has bagged 22nd Lal Bahadur Shastri Award, and Telugu filmmaker B. Gopal has been chosen for Satyajit Ray Award. Then apart from it, recently Pragnanandha has won Julius Baer Challengers Chess Tournament, and he has defeated Christopher Yu, who belong to America. Also, India has recently won SAFF Football Championship that was held in Male, and it has defeated the country Nepal. Fine. Now coming to last question, what is the theme of World Polio Day 2021? So this is observed on 24th of October every year to raise awareness for polio vaccination and to eradicate polio. And theme for this year is Delivering on a Promise. And the Global Polio Eradication Initiative had reduced polio worldwide by 99% as of 2013. Now apart from it, 29th of September is celebrated as World Heart Day, and this year theme was Use Heart to Connect. Then 28th of September is celebrated as World Rabies Day, and theme for this year is Rabies, Facts, Not Fear. Then 27th of September is observed as World Tourism Day, and theme for this year is Tourism for Inclusive Growth. Then apart from it, 23rd of September is celebrated as International Day of Sign Languages, and theme for this year is We Sign for Human Rights. Then last is on 11th of September we celebrate World First Aid Day, and theme is First Aid and Road Safety. And now you have to tell me, when do we observe World Animal Day and International Translation Day? Please write in the comments. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzar Sana signing off.